Babes, we have a confession today that might actually get us canceled.
Oh, we are definitely getting canceled after this one.
Like a secret that could ruin an entire chosen family and a 10-day hiatus to announce. So grab your cocktails.
Make it a double, honestly. You're going to need it.
Right. Babes, welcome back. We love you. We see you. And babes, before we get into today's dating chaos, we do have a little announcement.
We do. And it's, it's bittersweet, but just hold our hands through this.
Exactly. So stay with us, Snark Squad. We promise we'll be back, but after this episode, we are taking a 10-day break.
I know. I can literally hear the gasps right now.
Put down the pitchforks, babes. Just breathe. We're going to miss everyone so much.
We really are. I mean, the daily check-ins, the insane DMs you guys send us.
Inside jokes. It's going to be so hard to just unplug from all of that.
Yeah, we're basically going off the grid. We'll try to pop in if we can, maybe leave a comment, but genuinely, we might not be able to.
Right. And we promise we will explain absolutely everything when we return. It's just, it's truly a once-in-a-lifetime situation that popped up.
Out of nowhere, basically.
Literally out of nowhere. So we had to take the leap. But before we go, we just have to say thank you for being the absolute best community on the internet.
100%. You guys just show up for us every single week.
You make us laugh until we cry.
Yes.
So thank you. But okay, that makes this next part a little daunting because we believe in total transparency with you guys.
Even when it exposes our own highly questionable life choices.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing to admit out loud. I need you, the listener, to reserve your judgment right now.
Or just keep it in our DMs, please.
Yeah, please. Okay, we have to confess something. We went to Kale Lowry's Fatherless Behavior podcast tour.
We bought the tickets with our own actual money.
We did. We walked into that venue voluntarily. And the most horrifying part, babes.
We absolutely loved it.
I am still reeling from it. The energy in that room was, completely feral.
Feral is the only word for it. It was fascinating, honestly.
You have to picture this. There were about 500 people packed into this place. Mostly 30 to 40-year-old women, right?
Yeah, and then just a handful of the most terrified, bewildered-looking men I have ever seen in my life.
They looked like they had been kidnapped, like they were dropped into an alien civilization.
I mean, seeing a live podcast in person is just such a different experience from listening at home.
It really is. Like when you're at home, you have a physical barrier. You can pause it.
Exactly. But in that room, you are trapped in the ecosystem. I was mentally taking notes the entire time because the boundaries of normal human interaction they evaporated.
What boundaries? There were no boundaries. Ike was out there warming up the crowd, handing a live microphone to reality TV superfans.
Which is basically like handing a match to a powder keg.
Yes. And then Kate and Tyler walked out. And they didn't just walk out, babes.
Oh, no, they didn't.
They walked out to M&M's without me. Like the literal lyrics, 2 trailer park girls go round the outside, blasting through the speakers. I ascended.
It was profoundly self-aware, but also just so chaotic. But the audience participation was what really got me.
Oh my gosh, the trauma dumping.
Yes. Because you do not hand an open mic to people who have formed decade-long parasocial relationships with the hosts.
It was wild. It was like group therapy mixed with an episode of Fear Factor.
Somebody literally yelled, "Take the mic away from her," because this one girl just started trauma dumping about having sex at 13.
Unprompted. To a room of 500 strangers. And then multiple people just started standing up to talk about their dead dads.
It's because they feel this intense need to prove their loyalty, Like they treat a public venue like a private confessional booth.
It was so uncomfortable, but I literally could not look away. And then, oh my God, the Fear Factor moment.
I can't even think about it without getting nauseous.
They played Never Have I Ever and made the losers eat live mealworms and crickets on stage.
It's so dark when you actually think about the psychology of that.
And Nicole was there, the infamous fake stillbirth girl from the early seasons. She volunteered to eat a worm.
It just shows the lengths people will go to for a scrap of relevance. It's tragic, honestly.
And Amber Boone was just hovering in the mix. They were calling Farm Matt and Becky on the phone. It was messy perfection.
It really was, which obviously sent us into a massive spiral on the drive home.
Oh, an hours-long spiral. Because if they can pack a house like that, we were like, wait, what would a Snark Side podcast tour look like?
With the strict caveat that no one is eating bugs. I draw a hard line there.
Absolutely not. We're keeping it chic. But imagine the dream tour. We'd have to hit Vegas for the sheer delusion.
Miami for the drama, obviously.
Maybe Nashville for the unhinged bachelorette energy.
Yeah.
Just imagine meeting the Snark Squad in person, having drinks.
We would absolutely have to do a live, shady, snarky, or stupid segment with audience submissions.
Yes, but we would screen them. No open mics. Write your messy dating story on a branded card and we'll read it on stage.
Exactly. A safe, controlled burn of drama, and we'd have a signature cocktail menu.
We could do, like, the triangulation, which comes with 3 different garnishes that completely clash.
Or the red flag, which is just a shot of something incredibly strong that you know is a terrible idea.
I love that. Oh, and Joan and Felicia,
Yeah.
our OG snark queens. They get VIP front row seats.
Velvet ropes and bottle service for Joan and Felicia, non-negotiable.
We love you guys. And speaking of community love, we have to share this really sweet moment before we get into the mess today.
Yes, this made my whole week.
So a snarker named Heather slid into our DMs, and she was so incredibly sweet, and she actually invited us both out to lunch.
It really touched me, especially since she lives right nearby. It just shows how this digital community is like an actual genuine support network.
It means the absolute world to us. But Heather, if you were listening right now, you better be prepared.
You have no idea what you're in for, Heather.
Because once the two of us sit down at a table, that casual 1-hour lunch is accidentally turning into a 4-course dinner.
Bring a sleeping bag, honestly. We don't know how to be brief.
Really don't. Okay, one very last life update before we pivot. We had another rec basketball league game.
We did. And yes, to answer everyone in the DMs, we did wear the custom jerseys.
We looked aesthetically phenomenal.
Visually, intimidating, cohesive, athletically, highly debatable.
Are we getting any better? No, I think I'm regressing. I literally chest passed the basketball directly to the referee.
With complete confidence, I might add.
He was wearing a color vaguely similar to our jerseys. The whole gym went completely silent.
It was definitely a low point for the franchise.
Are we ever getting our professional sports contracts?
I'm sure they're in the mail any day now.
Any minute. But babes, enough about our own adventures. Let's get into little singles, because somehow their dating lives are just as chaotic as ours.
Honestly, vastly more chaotic. Season 1, Episode 4 is a masterclass in how to completely detonate a friend group.
I am practically vibrating with anxiety.
Yeah.
So let's set the stakes for the Snark Squad, because this isn't just a normal reality dating show.
Right, they didn't just meet in a casting room.
Exactly. They met organically at a Little People of America National Conference years ago.
Which fundamentally changes the dynamic. They share a very specific, marginalized life experience, so this community is a survival mechanism.
Yes, and John is the self-proclaimed glue of this group. He organized this whole Palm Springs trip. They call themselves a chosen family.
And when you mess with the chosen family, the romantic betrayals cut 10 times deeper. You're messing with years of trust.
Which brings us to the morning after Krista's monumental 30th birthday party. She's 30, flirty, and thriving.
But the house looks like a Category 4 hurricane hit it.
It was foul. The floors were sticky, solo cups everywhere, but the real tragedy was the cake.
Oh, the cake. Steph spent hours baking that beautiful birthday cake for Krista.
And the next morning, it's just sitting out on the counter, totally ruined, melted candles and everything.
And who is stuck cleaning it up? John and Sammy. And John just looks at Sammy, looks at the cake, and says, "Fine, if you want the attention."
It was such a loaded comment. It wasn't even about the cake.
No, it was about Sammy's entire psychological operating system.
But wait, let's debate the cleanup for a second. The Reddit threads were going wild over this. Should the birthday girl ever have to clean up her own party mess?
Analytically speaking, in a shared rental, everyone pitches in. But for a milestone 30th birthday, she gets a strict 24-hour grace period.
Absolutely. Reddit says she should be laying horizontally by the pool with cucumbers on her eyes.
Exactly. And Steph baked the cake, so she's exempt. Which leaves Sammy, who caused all the chaos, to scrub those floors.
Speaking of Sammy's chaos, we have to talk about his F-boy era, the lap dance.
I physically had to watch it through my fingers. The secondhand embarrassment was visceral.
He gave Krista a full-on lap dance, wearing a red bow tie, and nothing else. And Anthony, the guy actively pursuing Krista, was standing right there watching.
Because Sammy operates purely on ego. In his confessional, he admits he's juggling Krista, Steph, and his heart.
Yes. He pulls Steph aside and tells her they need to stay PG because he doesn't want to look like a player.
He plays the noble card. He physically pulls away from her after they shared a very intimate kiss, giving her mixed signals.
And then, literally the next day, He asks Krista out on a private sushi date. How do you justify that?
You don't justify it logically. He actively enjoys having two women in his chosen family pining for him. It's triangulation.
It's so toxic, and he keeps Steph on the hook. Like she said, he flirts with her silently with his eyes.
Yes, offering intermittent reinforcement while verbally setting boundaries so he looks like the good guy on camera.
Reddit is tearing him apart. And somebody pointed out that in his glasses, he looks exactly like Trent Johnston.
I literally cannot unsee it now. It's so accurate.
But I have to push back on Steph for a second. Because, yes, Sammy is a manipulator, but Steph is acting entirely clueless.
I mean, she is blinded by a decade of friendship.
But she's accepting crumbs. She watches the bow tie lap dance, she knows about the sushi date, and she's still in her confessional talking about their profound connection. Stand up, Steph.
She's falling victim to the sunk cost fallacy. If she accepts he's a manipulator, she loses a core friendship. And honestly, Krista isn't entirely innocent either.
Okay, that's true. Krista sits there enjoying the lap dance, knowing Steph has feelings for him.
Exactly. She's reveling in the competing attention.
But to be fair to Krista, I think it comes from a real place because of what she shared at the hat bar.
That scene was incredibly revealing when she talked about dating that average height guy from age 13 to 21.
Right. And he waited on her hand and foot, drove her everywhere, bought her everything. On the surface, it sounds like the princess treatment.
But it's actually incredibly insidious. It severely stunted her growth.
She didn't even get a driver's license until she was 21 or 22. She never learned how to be independent.
It's codependency masked as caretaking. He stripped away her agency. So now, in her 30s, she's finally exploring her independence.
And I love that for her. I want her to feel desired. I just wish Sammy wasn't one of the options.
Because he leaves emotional shrapnel everywhere he goes.
Exactly. Okay, let's lighten the mood. The slip and slide.
A truly majestic reality TV moment.
The whole group sets up this massive slip and slide in the yard, and they're joking that little people excel at it because of their low center of gravity.
And they were flying down that thing. But as a viewer in my 30s, all I could think about was the chiropractic bills.
Right. Someone on Reddit said, as someone in her 30s, a slip and slide would absolutely destroy my body.
Oh, completely. You hit that wet plastic and your lower spine is out of commission for a month.
The physical toll of partying and then throwing yourself on the ground is not for the weak. But of course, the joy is short-lived.
Because Sammy decides to play amateur detective.
The Amolia investigation. I was screaming at the TV. Sammy pulls John aside to interrogate him about flirting with this girl Amelia.
Framing it like he's just being a protective bro.
But then we get the real drama. We find out that a year and a half ago, John confessed his feelings for a woman to Sammy.
And Sammy hooked up with her that very same night.
I saw absolute red. John trusted him. And Sammy used that vulnerability as a roadmap for his own ego trip.
It's sociopathic, territorial behavior. Friendship should not be competitive. By doing that, Sammy basically said, your feelings don't matter as much as my gratification.
It totally explains why John is so secretive around Sammy now. But wait, playing devil's advocate, if they're both single, isn't it all fair in love and war? Can you call dibs on a person?
It's not about dibs or property. It's about emotional safety. When a friend confides in you, you don't immediately pursue that person. It destroys trust.
It's so toxic. I just want to wrap John in bubble wrap. But thank God for Drag Bingo, because we needed a palate cleanser.
An incredible cinematic pivot.
John comes out looking like a wealthy grandma in a turtleneck and pearls and drops that horrific balls deep joke.
I physically cringed into my couch. It was so jarring.
And the drag queens made Sammy a winner on the first call, which was a number 69, naturally.
The universe rewarding chaos, as usual. But the parallel they drew was so beautiful.
Yes. How both the drag community and little people face intense societal judgment.
Exactly. Walking into that drag space gave them this incredible judgment-free bubble. You could see the tension leave their shoulders.
It was so safe. Which is exactly why we get that late-night conversation between JJ and John.
A masterclass in emotional whiplash.
I am still not okay. JJ opens up, drops the iconic fact that she was a backup dancer for Miley Cyrus.
Top-tier resume bullet point.
Right. And then she talks about her abusive ex, who called her a midget and a sex object. It was heartbreaking.
The trauma she carries is profound. But she tells John she feels safe with him.
She even admits she has a crush on him. And then, the twist.
The M. Night Shyamalan twist of the century.
John, the gentle soul of the house, looks her in the eye and says, he has a girlfriend.
A secret Entirely hidden girlfriend that literally no one in the chosen family knows about.
Not Steph, not Sammy, no one. He's on a singles vacation, comforting a traumatized woman while hiding a whole relationship.
It completely recontextualizes his presence. Why is he even there? Is this covert narcissism disguised as nice guy syndrome? Poor JJ was totally blindsided.
It's unforgivable emotional negligence.
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, we need to break this down. Segment 1, date or disaster.
Let's evaluate the romantic pursuits. Who had potential and who needs to be aborted from the dating pool immediately?
The date with real potential is Anthony pursuing Krista. He was attentive at the party, but not clingy. It felt genuine and safe.
He operates with consistency, unlike Sammy, who is unequivocally the disaster.
A walking red flag. The lap dance, stringing Steph along while asking Krista out. But wait, defend Sammy for a second. Why does he work on TV?
Because in reality TV, his chaotic bad boy charm fuels the narrative. He creates friction. And psychologically, that intermittent reinforcement, only giving validation 10% of the time, makes it feel like winning the lottery for Steph and Krista.
I hate that you're right. But Krista needs to drop him for Anthony. Okay, segment 2, main character moments. Who stole the episode?
JJ, without a doubt. Her vulnerability, standing her ground, and the Miley Cyrus reveal. She is the heart of the group.
Icon. Who surprised us?
John, delivering that devastating plot twist after playing the sweet guy all episode.
The deception. And who fumbled the opportunity?
A dual award this week. Steph, for letting Sammy treat her like an option and being clueless.
And Sammy, for fumbling years of friendship just to feed his ego. Which leads to segment 3. Would we set them up? Who are we introducing to our friends?
Anthony, absolutely. He's a gentleman. And JJ, she deserves the world.
Oh, what about John?
I'd maybe set up John, but only after running a full deep web background check to make sure he isn't hiding a secret wife.
Exactly. Trust is broken, and they are absolutely not.
Sammy, never in a million years.
If I brought him to a bar, he'd hit on the bartender, my friend, and me in 10 minutes and then tell us to keep it PG. Solitary confinement for Sammy.
He's a walking liability. Okay, segment 4. Next week's predictions. What's your biggest prediction?
The house finds out about John's secret girlfriend, and it causes a massive rift. The hypocrisy of him interrogating Sammy while hiding a girlfriend is going to explode.
Oh, the projection is astounding. My biggest green flag is Krista continuing to prioritize her independence over finding a man. I hope she doesn't let anyone clip her wings.
Yes, protect Krista. My biggest red flag is Sammy wanting to keep things PG, but refusing to draw actual boundaries because he loves the attention.
He won't let Steph go, but won't hold her close. Okay, my chaotic theory. I saw on Reddit that Krista has a spicy side online, and I bet it becomes a major on-camera plot point next week.
Oh, a digital footprint scandal. I love it. My chaotic theory is that Steph finally snaps, realizes the sunk cost fallacy, and throws a drink right in Sammy's face.
We deserve a reality TV drink toss for closure, honestly.
We really do. Babes, this show is delivering, and I'm so mad we have to pause our recaps.
But we will be back. Snark Squad, this is our last session for 10 days. We're taking this brief hiatus for a wild opportunity.
We thank you endlessly. You make this feel like real friends just judging people on a couch. We'll be back soon with so many messy stories.
But before we sign off, we have 2 questions for you guys. Drop your answers in the comments or DMs so we can read them later. Number 1, have you ever gone to a live podcast? Was it as unhinged as the Kale tour?
Did anyone eat bugs? And number 2, would you join our rec basketball team even knowing the jerseys do all the work and we might pass to the ref?
We need ringers, honestly.
Thank you so much for listening. Remind yourselves to subscribe, leave a review, and share this with another messy babe.
And whatever you do this week, just own your choices. Don't be a Sammy.
Stay fabulous, stay chaotic, and we'll see you on the Snark side.